All right, welcome back, all those viewers. Today, we're playing a control deck, Bossk Blue. This is the quintessential hard control deck. Basically, just negate everything your opponent is doing until late game, and then slam down some really big stuff to finish it off. We've seen blue decks, especially Bossk Blue hard control decks like this before. This one actually won the sector qualifier at Liverpool. So even during the Django meta, this thing was still making waves. I'll be honest, this deck makes my head hurt to play because I'm not a typical control player. I'm more of an aggro control player, and some of the decision lines and when you play stuff really make you think. But realistically, all you want to do is negate your opponent from doing anything. So we are playing Bossk though, so he does care about bounties. So we are playing a full set of top targets so that we can heal off of your opponent doing damage, because I mean, theoretically, you're are going to take some damage. Top target lets you heal back up from that, and then always drawing more cards in a control deck is always great. So place out of death marks too. Perilous Pursuit is not a bounty, but it's just a really really good control upgrade card that you can put on something, tap something down, kill something, get something out of the way. Other than that, we're playing the full suite of a lot of just events that get rid of stuff. Shoot Down is a great card that just lets you do 3 damage to something in space and then carry over. Especially now with the JTL meta, there's a lot more spaceships. Grenade Strike is also good. 3 damage divided, 2 to kill something off. Especially if you played a bounty on something, pinged it, do 2 damage to something and 1 to something else. The classic turn 2 play of Power of the Dark Side, paired with a set of open fires to do 4 damage, making openings, and the Merciless Contest. You're not going to have any units on board, so that's just a 3 resource kill something on your opponent's side. Also, of course, we're playing Takedown. No glory only results for those cards that can't be bounced or tapped or damaged. We're talking about Lurking Tie, or even if there's like a Chewbacca pilot on something, that still gets around it. Rivals Fall, and then of course in the 8-drop slot, because we're playing a blue villain control deck, we have the Super Laser Blast. We are also playing, obviously, 3 copies of Vigilance, because it's just really, really good, even on 6, to get that life back. If your opponent tried to Zerg you down and put 15 damage on and you drop a couple Vigilances, it just gets you right back. So late game, like I said, that's a lot of events. We're not playing a lot of units. The units we are playing 3 copies of the Client. Again, it's just bounties that you can put on stuff, ping with Bossk, and then heal back up. And then, of course, our late game options are Emperor Palpatine, set of Snokes, and 2 copies of the Avenger. So the only thing that this deck has over other control decks, I think, or maybe even specifically for Bossk Blue decks, is it is running a single copy of Restock. So that stuff that goes into your graveyard, your discard, then you can get them back out and put it in late game for later in the day. So we'll see how this goes. I don't play a lot of control, so we'll see if I can pilot it efficiently.
All right, today I'm running my Asajj Tarkin Town deck. This is one of my brews that I created. I really enjoy the way Asajj just works with Tarkin Town, gets some tempo. This is going to be much closer to a tempo deck. We have, for example, for some early game stuff to take advantage of grit, we have like Halobian Enforcer, Scout Bike Pursuer, Fifth Brother with Pseudo Grit, and then Devastating Gunship are all of my naturally grit units. Of note, when she flips onto a ship, or a vehicle rather, as a pilot, she gives it grit. Some of the great things that she can flip out onto: punishing one, especially against like a deck that has a lot of experience tokens, stuff like that, where you can ready your gritted punishing one that's taking some damage. IG 2000, which along with her pings lets me just kill off potentially some stuff. ATDB Occupier, which if I play a 1-drop on the ground turn 1 and isn't killed, I can play it for 3 on turn 2. And Banshee is her namesake ship. It's a great one to put her on. My top of my curve is basically 6-drops, but I do run a lot of them, and they're all vehicles. So even if I flip her out on 6 onto one of these to get her advantage on the next turn, that's a good option. We have War Juggernaut, Ruthless Raider, Academy Defense Walker, and Clan Saxon Gauntlet. I like having some slightly later game Sentinels, especially that get really big, or they get my board big, because both these give out experience. And then the other 2 are both pinging 6-drops. In this world of also pinging and removal, we do have Daring Raid and Perilous Position to kind of act as some good removal choices. Especially in a case like this, I might hold Perilous Position for Bossk so I can make sure I can kill Bossk quickly and efficiently. I also run Desperate Attack, which lets me attack with the damage unit and gets +2/+0 for this attack. I know I'm going to get to use that ability with Asajj. I would say the only note is that against the Bossk Blue, where I'm expecting to not see many early units, unless I happen to get lucky enough to actually strip the shield off the client and get the 2 damage, it is nice to know that while Tarkin Town won't get its usual tempo of killing a turn 1, turn 2, turn 3 play, it will allow me to, for example, kill a Snoke before it gets to be too deadly for me.
All right. Well, in the randomized bracket of things, the deck that wants to ping your opponent's units
Yeah.
to ping your own to get grit stuff is going up against a deck that does not play a lot of units.
Now, on the plus side of that, I don't care if you have a unit of yours to be able to ping one of my grit units. I have many times with this deck just ping my own units to get the grit active or to get that the +2/+0 when you attack the damage unit card active.
I think the one benefit you have in this matchup against Bossk is that I'm not a big fan of playing Bossk.
Yeah.
Just because I'm not a big fan of like hardcore control decks, but
this is definitely, we both play tempo a lot, and I play control and you play pure aggro. So if this wasn't me playing a brew, if these were 2 meta decks, the players would be swapped.
Yeah, so basically what that means for you, viewers at home, is we randomized the 16 decks we chose, and this just happens to be the matchup that came out of this one. So, all right, let's roll some dice. I got a 6 total.
All right. I got a 7.
And I am okay with you going first.
Yeah. It does give access to you for you to put a bounty on my turn 1 play, potentially.
It does.
But I also don't mind just making sure that I can keep the initiative, so going into turn 2, I can play something without you powering it.
Yeah, well, for this turn, it's like, I think I mulligan for power. That way I can take the initiative after you play something turn 1. And then, you know, at least that's the thought here. But let's see what the hand gives us. So I know we haven't been doing it for the other videos. Yeah. I'm gonna do it now because I think watching the garbage rollers, I think it's pretty good.
Oh yeah, talking about resources.
Yeah, we talk about. I mean, we talk about in our video, in our intros, and what we wanted to do with this was kind of decide on, you know, talk about our playtesting ideas and decisions that we make. And I think this is a good opportunity. That's huge, especially in a control deck. Like, it's more, I think, beneficial in a control deck than it is most of anything else. Like what you keep, what you mulligan. So for Bossk, I mean, we're running a couple of heavy 8-drops at the top. The top target. We're running a client, Arrival's Fall, and a power. I got the power, which I really want because I'm going second. Yep. And I think I want the client because even if you don't play something, or if I play this on turn 2, that's fine. And I think I keep that also to heal.
I definitely keep top target.
And then this. So I think these 2 8-drops, even though these are key late games, I think these are the ones in this matchup I probably resource, and so that's
fair enough.
That's what I'm gonna do.
I actually have an interesting. So I have a very easy Inferno 4 and 5th Brother. My turn 1, turn 2 plays. I definitely keep both of those. My other cards, I have a Ruthless Raider, which I was originally going to put in the resource row because it's my latest game card. But I realize against control, Ruthless Raider is so crucial. It might be worth holding on to no matter what. And then it's just which of the 3 of either Pump, Daring Raid, or Perilous Position
so
I would want to keep in my hand.
Asajj comes out on what? 4? 5?
No, she comes out on 6.
Oh, on 6? Oh, she comes out late.
She comes out after you.
Okay, yeah, because Bossk comes out on 5, right? And so you want to be able to answer Bossk.
And that's why I was thinking Perilous could allow me to answer Bossk.
Probably good. And you're not going to have anything to use Daring Raid into for me early, because even though I do have a client in hand, and obviously you know that because we're playing this way.
Well, conversely,
theoretically,
though, against client, I could ping off client's shield, Daring Raid,
and then Tarkin Town. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
So that does give me a line to deal with him in one shot, but I could do a similar thing with Perilous Position and stuff like that. So I'll go ahead and keep that.
And depending on what else you end up drawing, like...
Exactly. So I'm definitely going to start off with this here Inferno 4.
Yep.
I'll look at my top 2 cards. Oh, no, I want that on the bottom, and I'll actually put that other card on the bottom, too.
Okay. And I am going to take initiative in this spot.
Yep. Sounds good. I will not ping, so I'll just go on the next turn.
Yep. Ooh. So this is, let's see. So what do I want to do here? I think, essentially like that. I think I'm just going to play the hardest of hard controls.
I'm going to put that down. Okay. You to start us off, sir.
I am. I'm going to tap 3. I'm going to play this Merciless Contest that I just drew.
So Inferno 4 is defeated. When it's defeated, I get a Scry 2 again. I'm going to put both those on the bottom.
Yep.
Here's a 5th Brother.
Yep. And I will take the initiative.
At this point, I'm going to go ahead and ping 5th Brother, so that way I can get some options next turn if you don't immediately move it. Next
You
turn.
don't. So you just ping him. You don't get to stand him up because of the ping. It's not like
No.
It's not like IG, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So he's gonna pretty much attack me straight out the gate. So I'm going to 4.
Put that down.
I don't think I need this at this juncture.
No,
Yeah,
that's
I don't think I want that at this juncture. Okay.
Where did I put it? There we go. I'm gonna put something different down. Put that down. Okay.
All right. So he has 3 health left.
Yep.
So we're just gonna power.
Cool. I'm gonna play a replacement 5th brother.
Yep. I will take the initiative.
I'm gonna ping him again,
Yep.
and we can go on an next turn.
Oh man, this is such riveting gameplay from the
Yeah.
control player. I'm gonna put that down. I don't need 2 copies of it. I play a lot of other games too. I play Lorcana, and I played a control competitively in the first set of Lorcana, and it was literally just play a thing, kill a thing, play a thing, kill a thing, play a. It's not my favorite form of gameplay, but it is obviously part of the meta, so we have to figure it
I'm
out.
gonna change whatever resource. There
That's
we go.
fine.
All right.
I think we're just gonna open fire that.
Cool. Here's a punishing one.
A punishing one. That one doesn't get to stand. It only stands if something is
If a
defeated with
upgraded
a
unit.
upgrade. Yep.
Yes.
Well, I will just take initiative.
I'll go and ping it.
Yep. Wasn't sure if you had a 2-drop to spread across the way or not. We go to 6 with that.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how this goes. I hope everyone's been enjoying the videos. They've been fun to make.
Yeah.
Let's see. Punishing one is 3 health.
3 health remaining.
I think we just take down the punching one.
Sounds good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and Ruthless Raider to put 2 on base.
Yep. 2 on base. 2 on base. A 4/6, huh?
Yep.
That makes things difficult. See, this is the question. Do I go ahead and pop him out? Does it make any difference whether I do that or not?
If you pop him out, it'll probably pop out Asajj.
Oh, that's right, because I technically should have popped him out last turn.
I just assumed you didn't want to.
I forget.
I actually
Yeah,
didn't think, I thought that was a choice.
That's the other thing with this deck is I don't ever know when to pop him out because while he does do extra things when he's out, it's only when you collect a bounty you just collect it twice. So I mean he hits for 4, but I really don't care. I just want to go as late.
You usually pop him out when you have a death mark or a top target.
Yeah, something that you can do. So I think I'm just going to take initiative here.
Cool. I will. How many takedowns have you played? This game? Just one.
One takedown, 1 open fire, 1 power, 1 merciless.
I was debating on hitting 1 damage here in case next turn I wanted to grid up.
Sure.
But I think at this point, just gaining more power of dark side protection is better. I'm gonna swing for 4.
For 4, right?
And I'm ready for next turn.
Yep. So that's interesting. So I think this goes down now, right? No,
Resource
does it?
to 7.
I think this goes down. So I'm going to 7, right? Yeah, that goes down like that. Okay. So we are going to 7 as well. And I think we start with no glory, only results. Stealing
The Ruthless
the
Raider.
Ruthless Raider.
Putting 2 damage on my Grit Asajj and 2 damage on my base.
Yeah, unfortunately that will end up doing extra damage to me, but that's fine.
Cool. I will now play another Ruthless Raider. I'm gonna go and do 2 damage to your base.
Yep. Alright, so Asajj has how much health left?
She has 4 health left.
4 health. Oof, okay, well then I probably calculated that wrong, but that's okay.
What was the play that you would have done?
I have a grenade. That grenade strike in hand. I was thinking I was thinking I had her within enough range. So she hits for she hits for
Currently
6.
she hits
now.
her 6.
Okay, so I will go ahead and pull up Bossk and have you decide if you want to take
Trade
him
or not.
out or
I don't. Well, I guess because you could play a bounty here. I still think my better call is to play Desperate Attack with the damage unit gets +2/+0, and swing
Gross.
for 8 on your base.
Yep. Yep, that's pretty good. So 5 and 8. Trade this out for 10. Now, typically I'd be scared of taking 16 points of damage here, but because I know this is a control deck that's in for the long haul,
Yeah.
I don't really care. So she still has 4 health.
Yeah, she still has 4 health remaining.
And she hits for 6.
She hits for 6.
So typically you would want to...
if you have a death mark or a top target...
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
So I think my move here is just to take her off the board with him.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I don't have any of that stuff, so...
And then my move here is to play.
Yeah. And then we ready up. Oh, yeah. Now that comes into play. Okay, whatever. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We go to 8. Right? Is that what we do? Hold on. You took initiative, so you get to go first. I think that goes down. All right. So I'm on 8.
Off rip will put you at 20.
Yep. And then we will pay 6 and play vigilance, heal.
Yep. Add milk.
That's a really good question. Yes.
It's 6,
yes,
right?
It's 6. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
You had some of my 6 drops there. 2 War Juggernauts, a Banshee, Gideon. So a lot of my later drops, just good things for me to hit here.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and play a Gideon Hask.
Sure. I'm gonna pay 2 and play a death mark on Gideon.
I'll go ahead and play him.
Sure. We'll go ahead and do 1 damage to Gideon.
Yep.
And then we will ready up. Alright, well, I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to 9.
8. I think I do want to actually resource here. Okay. For my first action, I'm going to play Desperate Attack to attack with Gideon for 7 on your base.
7. Okay. 5, 6, 7. 22. Okay. You haven't played anything.
I played a Desperate Attack.
You did well. Okay, yeah, you played the desperate attack. See, I'm a 9, so I think if I do this, yeah. Well, do I do that? See, this is the hard part about playing Bossk that I don't know. 6. I think we play 8, and we just play Super Laser Blast.
Nice. I'll do 2 damage to your base when it happens.
Yeah.
And you'll get to draw 2 cards.
I will.
Clan Saxon Gauntlet.
Yep. That's a non-unique, isn't it?
No. Oh, yeah, sorry, it's non-unique.
Non-unique.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll take initiative.
I want to play a Scout Bike Pursuer,
Sure.
and I'll do 1 damage to them.
Yep.
Next turn.
Alright. So Scoutback Pursuer is a
2 with 3 health remaining. 2 power, 3 health remaining.
3 health remaining. So I don't think this is, let's see, I'm on 9. I want to go to 10. Clan Saxon Gauntlet attacks for 2.
4. It's a 4/5.
Oh, it's the other one I'm thinking of. It's the Concord.
Oh, Concord Dawn is 1/4, but yeah, this guy's a 4/5.
So he hits. So that thing hits for 2 currently.
Hits for 2, hits for 4.
The problem is that I need to play and kill something.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just gonna drop Avenger and kill that.
I will choose to kill the Scout.
Oh, that's right.
Pursuer.
You. Oh, I forget. You get to choose. It's
Would
not
you like
me.
to do something different?
Yeah, I want to do something different. That's right. See, I hate control decks. There's so many freaking decisions to be made. So I'm at 24. I have 6 health left. You've got lethal on board.
Yes.
Right, and
You have to kill something. An Avenger would save you this turn, potentially.
yeah, I think I do this though, right? So if I do this,
Do you have a vigilance in your hand?
No, I wish I did, because that would be an easy choice. I think we're gonna try this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
All right.
And we're gonna play Snoke.
Cool.
While that doesn't kill anything, it keeps me from taking some damage.
It does. That is fairly relevant. So we'll go ahead and do 2 base.
Yeah. And then I will pay 1 to play top target here.
Sounds good. I'm going to do 1 damage to Scoutbike Pursuers, 1 damage to Snoke.
Sure. So that makes it now hit for 1.
It hits for 1 power now. 1
Okay,
damage
but it takes -2/-2. So does that kill it?
Oh, you know, you're right. So I shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
My bad. In that case, well, yeah, I think my game plan is to play a 5th brother.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think I have to take initiative here. I'm like a 1 resource open anyway.
Here's another Scoutbike Pursuer. This one doesn't attack for any damage currently. I will do 1 damage to the 5th brother to do 1 damage here.
Sure.
And then right for next round.
Sure. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm at 10. I don't know that I want to go any higher than that. Although I think 11 is actually the sweet spot on this, because there's a few 2-drops. There's 8 drops. There's 9 drops. There's a bunch of 3 drops, and having like an 8 drop and a 3 drop able to be played, I think is the right call. So we go to 11.
Sounds good.
3, 6, 9, 10, 11. All right. So the bad part here, though, is I have to get rid of my own Snoke.
Oh, yeah, you do.
But that's okay. 4 and 4. And I get to heal 4, which is really what I was looking at doing.
Yeah.
The Snoke play was just to stave off taking more damage realistically. So, okay.
Kylo Silencer.
Yeah. Does it hit for a lot?
3? That's not a lot.
We will just open fire it.
Sounds good. Here's an ATDP.
That's what you want. That's the thing. We'll take initiative.
I will just go ahead and pass.
Yep. And you are basically drawn off the top now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So
I'll
I
go draw
will
off the top for a second.
will not resource. So this is the point where the boss deck really wants to be, because it looks like it's out of it, but now we're at the late game where you're just drawing off the top and you got to make choices,
and you
right?
still have a lot of healing left
So
to
we
go.
drop Avenger.
Yeah, kills this guy.
7, 8, 9.
I'm going to play an Inferno 4. Look at my top 2.
Yep, try to craft something.
I'll go ahead and keep both those on top.
Yep. And you still have a card in hand that you can
Yep.
play, but I don't think I care. So I take initiative here.
Here's a Clan Saxon Gauntlet.
Sure. Because on attack, I can attack into the gauntlet and then have you choose. You can choose the gauntlet.
I can choose the gauntlet. And note when the gauntlet's attacked, I get to give an experience token to the unit. So I'll give an experience token to my Inferno 4.
Yeah.
And then get that, have it die.
If
Now,
that's
the question
way it
is,
goes, yeah.
I think I'm going to go ahead and use Asajj right now, though, to do a damage to the Avenger.
Sure.
The goal here being that if I get to a point where I can get 5 total damage marked on the Avenger, I can just pop with Tarkin Town if I need to. I still have the Tarkin Town open. I'm ready for next turn.
Yep. And I continue to not resource because we're at the point where I don't need to.
Yeah.
All right. So there's 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So we know you have to deal. Let's see. I'm at 22.
22. So I need to get 8 damage in. I do know that obviously if you attack here, I get an experience to Inferno 4 and I get 3 more.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pay 3, and we're gonna open fire the gauntlet.
Oh, nice.
Here,
okay.
to get it out of my way, so you can't do that when I attack.
That's pretty good. At this point, I think I go ahead and play an ATDP on the ground.
Sure. And then let's see. You get to choose, right?
Yep.
So if I choose,
So if you attack Inferno 4, I sacrifice Inferno 4.
Yeah, so
if you attack my base, I might sacrifice the ATDP.
I think we attack base.
Okay.
Right?
At this point, that is how you win the game, so you do have to do it at some point.
Yeah.
I go ahead and actually just sacrifice the ATDP.
Sure.
Because I do just want to get damage in.
Yeah.
So I'll
so
do
you
2
can
more.
hit for 4 or hit for 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So that goes there.
I probably should have attacked first instead of doing the ATDP, so when you attack my base,
Sure.
that was something I don't care about anyway.
And then I think, let's see, because I've got a crap ton of resources, and
You
I
have
just want
8 open.
I just want to keep your board clean.
Yes.
So I think we just do these 4, and we play takedown on that.
Cool. When you do that, I look at my top 2.
Yeah.
I will keep. Oh, this is actually really tough. I'm gonna put 1 on top, 1 on bottom. Let's see. What do I need to get out of this? I think 1 on top, 1 on bottom is right call. And then I'm gonna play an IG 2000 and ping for 1 here.
Yep. And then I think I'm just gonna take initiative.
I'll pass.
Because you'll have to sacrifice something when I attack anyway.
Yep.
And again, I don't resource because 11 seems dumb. All right.
Unless you got Annihilator or whatever it's called.
Yeah, true. So, all right, we just open with 9 to base and make you...
It's 8, right? Yeah.
Sorry, 8 to base.
Yeah, that also, though, means that if I can't kill you this turn, you get me on the claim.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with a War Juggernaut. I'll ping that guy for 1.
Yeah, so you're just trying to get to 5 damage on the Avenger at this point, right?
Maybe. Yeah, or damage on base, other way.
Theoretically. Oh, yeah, I guess you can't do damage on base, right? Yeah, like, you only have 3 resources left? So
yeah.
What could you theoretically... You couldn't theoretically...
Open fire.
Open fire for
Daring
2
raid.
4. Oh, yeah. So, and you're sitting at 15, 18?
I'm at 18, so I'm 7 from death.
So I don't want you to have stuff on board because if I can't get rid of it, if you get rid of my thing somehow after I claim, then you just end up winning. So we pay 6, and I rivals fall the Juggernauts.
Sounds good. At this point, so my options, I could play this Kylo's Tie Silencer that's in my hand, but then you just claim and win.
Yeah.
So I think I claim. I don't know if I even have it out I can do in a single action to kill that, but I'm going to find out.
So since you claimed, I'm going to go ahead and play the Client.
Sounds good.
Just to give me an extra unit with some healing on board if I need it. And then I think we just ready up.
And I did not draw a magical out. Like I said, I don't think there was one in the main deck.
Yeah, and I had
that goes to you.
So much removal still in my
hand.
So, all right. Yeah, I don't even know what to sideboard against anything playing control. Like, it feels like the control deck did what the control deck wanted to do.
Control deck did what the control deck wanted to do.
Held off until it got to 9 resources.
Yeah, the only thing possible that I would think of is like, oh, is there any... Is there anything like that you?
Well, this sideboard. Sure. So the sideboard. So this is the deck from the sector qualifier at Liverpool, right? So obviously, it was built to play against Django and whatever their meta was, right? So it does run a copy of Bounty Hunting Crew, 2 copies of Childress, 3 copies of Cham because other control decks.
Yep.
Right. If there are ramp decks, you know, if you see Piets. It runs 3 copies of Mission Briefing because I'm assuming I've had the experience where, the control matchups, or you just run out of stuff because you're just removing everything, and then a single copy of Entrenched, which I love.
It's hilarious,
which is great. Yeah. I don't think it comes in. I don't think anything comes in this.
The only one I could potentially see is Childson, but I have enough space stuff. I don't think he pulls his weight.
Yeah, I think Childson's mainly there for like the Sabine ground matches.
I bring in, my sideboard is 3 Pillage, 3 Force Throw, 3 Open Fires, and Clan Saxon Gauntlet. I think Open Fires also have an argument for this matchup, but Pillage and Force Throw are definitely the priorities here.
Yeah, against the control deck, I think you just really want to strip the hand to get rid of the control elements, right?
And I really want to pull out my Hylobian Enforcers because they're really bad against you.
Right, because I kill them and draw cards, right?
Exactly, yeah. They have a pre-printed bounty on them for you to use with your leader. That too. Yeah, because I get to do a damage. I probably don't need the devastating gunships against you either, because you're never going to have a unit for me to remove.
True. My units are
2 of those in the main.
Clients at 3-drop, and then 8s and 9s. So.
Pull out 1 more card. Actually, I could see the Perilous is turning into Open Fires against you, because I probably don't. But if I have 3 Perilous in here, I'm going to swap them out for Open Fire, I think, against you, because I'm not actually that worried about Bossk. Like, I'm not that worried about exhausting a unit, but the ability to Open Fire something when I can't attack into it to Tarkin Town it is very relevant.
Yeah, and by the time that any of my big units come down, like, Perilous is just not good enough at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
The
Yeah,
the
like
game's late enough
buying
at
me a
that
turn
point.
against Avenger there at the end wouldn't have been bad, but it still would have required multiple plays for it to work out
Yeah.
and for me to get the kill on it.
All right.
So let's see if a massive discard package is enough to answer the control.
That's what I do when I play against control. I bring in, I usually play red, blue, something, and then bring in pillages and force throws. And...
Yep. Literally me.
Nobody else, everybody against control. Yes. All right. All right, for this match, for this game, I'm just going to hover like this, I think. So we're going to make it a little more hidden since it's game 2.
Yeah.
Because we both know kind of what we want to do here, and you're playing first.
Yep.
So I don't mind this. I don't think I need this.
I think actually with this case, I'm going to be putting 2 of my 6 drops down. I think in this matchup, what do you think is better against you? War Juggernaut or Academy Defense Walker?
Which one hits harder?
If you don't have any units, then the Juggernaut relies on my units to hit harder.
Then it's the Academy Walker. I mean, although there is a argument to be made because you have great units and
Yeah.
hitting your own stuff to make it larger plus your own stuff larger, but I think I'm going to be removing enough of your stuff that it's
Exactly.
probably
That's kinda what I
not
was
the right.
thinking, too.
Like the Sentinel doesn't matter. There's nothing that you're going to be
Yeah.
sentineling, but yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna resource this resucks. I don't need it in this game.
I think it's fair.
And then I have a decision. I have 2 very high costed cards. It depends on which one I like better. And I think I like this one better because I only have 2 of them. So we're going to put this one down.
That makes sense.
So, all right, sir.
All right, first action, force throw you.
Well, we'll get rid of the top target.
Sounds good.
I'll take initiative.
Next turn.
So I think...
I just drew a 2 drops that I would have rather played turn 1 than a force throw.
Nice. Yep. No,
Just how it goes.
I understand that. That is how this goes.
I'll put that down.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
Client with a shield.
5th brother without a shield.
I will take the initiative.
I'm going to go ahead and ping us both.
Yep.
And then we can go to next turn.
Yep. So 5th brother has 3 health remaining.
3 health remaining, yes. Yeah, I'll go put that down. Okay.
3 health remaining, he says. We're just going to open fire at 5th brother.
Sounds good. ATDP occupier.
Don't have to heal if...
It's true.
Yeah, don't have to put a bounty on to heal if it's not a thing. And that's a what? That's a
3/4 with overwhelm.
gross. 3/4 with overwhelm. I think Let's put a bounty on it.
I'll do a damage to each.
Yeah. And then we will ping it for 1.
And I'll claim.
Yep. And then... yeah, then we'll ready up. Interesting, interesting. Let's do that. Okay.
Desperate attack. I'll attack for 5 with overwhelm here, so I'll do 1 onto your base.
Okay. I'm actually okay with that, I think, which is weird to say. Yeah, he flips on 5. Might as well put him out there.
I'll pass.
4 to base.
Yep. 5th brother.
Sure. So this is interesting. This is where my greediness comes into play. Because you only have 1 resource open.
I only have 1 resource open.
And he's currently a what? But you can ping,
2/4.
right? So
Yep.
we're gonna do this. We're gonna pay 2 and play the death mark on him.
Okay. I think if you got the kill on him, the difference between 4 and 3 health doesn't matter. So I'll ping for 1 here.
Sure. I will take the initiative.
Nice.
Yep.
Next turn.
Sure. This goes down. All right. So he's got 3 health remaining.
That down. Yep.
So we pay 4 and we play takedown.
Cool. That draws you 4 cards.
I will draw me 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Seems dumb.
Ruthless Raider will ping him for 2 and 2 on your base.
2 and 2 on my base. Yep. It's 2 resources open. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I go to 7 this next time. Let's just push damage. We'll do 4 to base.
I'll flip out Asajj.
Sure. I will take the initiative.
I'll go ahead and kill here, taking 4.
Yep.
And then ready for next turn?
Sure. I don't think I
Resource
want
that.
that. All right, let me see where I'm at resources. What is here?
Cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm on 7. I think the best way that we do this is we pay 5
Okay. No glory, only
for
results.
no glory, only results.
That's
the
a pretty
raider,
good play here.
The raider.
That takes me to 10 and kills my leader and
Yep.
my other unit. That's about as good as a swing as it can go for you.
Yep.
We're going to go ahead and pillage you.
I get to choose, right?
Yep. Choose 2 cards.
Shoot down and a client.
Sounds good.
And then I will just take initiative.
I'll pass.
Yep.
I will not resource.
So I will go to 8. We'll go to 8. And I have the initial.
Yep.
We'll pass. 'Cause that
I'm
seems.
going to pillage you.
That seems like something we would do.
Yeah.
Palpatine and grenade strike.
Cool.
And then I will pass.
Scout Bike Pursuer.
This other more different Palpatine.
Sounds good. I'll go ahead and claim.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I passed. Yeah.
Cool.
One, two,
resource
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We gotta go to 9. So I think at this point we just go to 9 like that. God, I hate playing control decks. I mean, they serve a purpose. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. This is why rock paper scissors of control to tempo to aggro.
Yeah, I'm gonna start putting 4 damage there.
Yeah, we're just gonna attack for 6.
Yep. Here's a Gideon.
Avenger.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and kill Palpatine.
With
Tarkin Town.
Oh, you're Tarkin Towning him. Yeah. I was like, what are you talking about? Gideon doesn't kill something when it dies. Nope. I take initiative.
Yep.
Yeah.
Next turn.
Exert.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
I'm over here wallowing in my own controlness.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
8 space.
Yep, takes me to 24.
Yeah, I don't even care about the whole trying to kill something off.
And Saxon Gauntlet.
Yeah. Supreme Leader Snoke.
Yep. Sadly, I have to claim, and I would be very surprised if I have an out here.
Yeah.
I do not.
Like I should have just taken the claim, and then I could have just whatever. But
well, since there's a Sentinel here.
I would have had to attack into it. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So playing something was the right move. Anyway, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, it's no surprise. Bossk Blue Control, the winner of the sector qualifier in Liverpool, controlled Asajj. I do like your Asajj deck. I I think it
Yeah.
would do well against like Quinlan, because Quinlan wants to ping your stuff too.
Yeah,
And because your stuff has a bunch of grit, like
I did take this to a store showdown where I went. I think we did 4 rounds. I did 3 in 1, or we did. I don't remember whether we did 3 or 4 rounds. But the one deck I lost to was a Piet control deck.
Yeah.
So I do know that control is this deck's weakness, and I haven't really gotten a chance to tweak it since then to see what can it do to hang against those.
Yeah, I think it. Like I said, I think it's very unique. It's especially with a leader that from the new set that we haven't really seen a lot of play with, and she's got some really good tools. Like it almost feels like on par with an IG back from the first set, where he did really cool things where you could ping your own stuff and ready him up and go.
Grand Inquisitor.
Or
GI.
Grand Inquisitor. GI, not IG. GI. Sorry, my bad.
I was like,
The
man,
correct
that's a hell of a
initials-
burn.
Right. The correct initials just in the wrong order.
Yeah.
So I think she's really interesting. Like I said, I don't know how meta she is or how well she will do into it, but lots of things are changing. So we'll see.
Exactly. Yep.
All right. Well, Bossk took this one down. Let's see if it can hang against its next opponent the next time. See ya.